Hey people, so glad to have you here in Gem Reviews. Please do consider subscribing, sharing the videos, and leaving a thumbs up if you appreciate what I do here. Now, in the previous video, I shared my opinions regarding episode 3 from The Last of Us TV series. I think it was completely inappropriate and besides, pointless. I mean, it has nothing to do with the actual video game. Now, here is where a lot of people that obviously have not played the video game have very strong opinion as of how wrong, mean, and awful I am for pointing this out. Now, fortunately, we have this thing called reality that we can always go back to and verify the things we say. That is what I have right here. These are the cutscenes from The Last of Us. Now, I have played The Last of Us to its completion. I finished the game. Actually, I probably finished it more than once because I really liked Last of Us 1. Last of Us 2, I wouldn't have touched with a 10-foot pole because of all the political and woke garbage that it has, which really does not suit me. But Last of Us 1, yeah, very much liked it. Now, since a lot of people with such strong opinions clearly haven't played the game, many of the things they said were completely made up, complete fantasies, and just, repeating, I guess, the nonsense that other people have said, such as the relationship between Bill and Frank, the secondary character Bill in The Last of Us, with that non-existent character, which is Frank in the game. He simply does not exist as a character, and I can show you that right now. This is from when Bill when Joel first finds Bill, and he's asking for a favor.
Whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.
Well, it don't matter because I don't have a car that works.
Okay, so Joel's looking for a car. Bill owes Joel some favor. Something that several people pointed out that was not the case. As you see, yes, it is very much the case. Bill owes Joel something, and that's why he's looking for a car, even though he hasn't got one. So they go into, well, the game goes on. They go looking for a car or parts or something to solve this, this issue that they have, needing a car to get out of town, and Bill is, grudgingly helping them out. Now, as they go about helping them out, what happens is a little beautiful little scene, very romantic. This is what would be your episode 3, guys. This is episode 3.
Idea they stole my shit.
Well, then what the hell is plan B?
You ought to be thankful somebody had the same idea they stole my...
I'll go check out this side of the house.
Bill?
Somebody had the same idea they stole my shit.
Well, then what the hell is plan B?
You ought to be thankful you're still drawing breath. That was plan A, B, C, all the way to fucking Z. And furthermore, tell Tess that she can take this job.
Don't you bring Tess into this.
Shove it right
It has
up
nothing to do with... Jesus. What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner. He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that. He's got bites. Here. And
I reckon he didn't want to turn, so he...
yeah, guess not. Well, fuck him.
Well, fuck him is the romantic relationship that Bill and Frank have. Now, partner in my language is someone that you do business with, is someone you associate with, probably after the end of the world, a guy that draws by and you partner up so as to protect one another and have some, someone watching your back or having some very straight dude company while the end of the world goes around you. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. Now, what kind of twisted, messed up mentality do you have so as to immediately assume that just because a guy says that, yeah, this is my partner, and like 10 seconds later, he says, well, fuck him because he stole crap from him. That is the love of his life. That is the romantic relationship. That is, I mean, one idiot in the comments in the video before said, in the previous video said, well, if you ever get to know love for real. Dude, I've been married for 20 years, very happily so. I have 3 beautiful kids. My life is fucking awesome. So yes, I do know what love is. And I can tell you, this is not love. You don't find the love of your life hanging from the neck you cut him down like a piece of meat and say, fuck him. That is not the love of anyone's life, okay? So now that we got that through some of the people's head, let's continue with some of the further developments of this beautiful, love story of Bill and Frank. In case you haven't noticed, there's no Frank here. There's just a guy that committed suicide and was hanging from the neck. The guy cuts him down and says, fuck him.
Look what I found. It's got some juice in it.
That's my battery. That fucking asshole.
So that fucking asshole Frank stole his partner's battery so as to take off and leave town and leave the love of his life hanging. What kind of deranged mentality do you have to so as to see any kind of gay love story in this little scene right here? You have to be insane. I mean, I don't even want to get into the people that were saying that in this 13-year-old fictional Ellie character there was already something sexual with, because that's borderline, not only deranged and depraved, that is kind of illegal as well. If we were talking about real people, just shows the twisted mentality that some people have. There is none of that. Ellie is just a child that takes the place of Joel's actual biological daughter through the story, and he basically adopts her, and that's basically what The Last of Us is. It's a pretty simple, straightforward story of the love of a father for his child. First his biological one, then Ellie as his second chance at life, his pretty much adopted daughter, and that's what The Last of Us is. Anything else that you want to make out of it, anything else that even the guy behind the story now wants to make out of it, yeah, we were just trying to tame these complicated waters of wokeness. Bullshit. You did a great game, beautiful story, and it was beautiful because it has none of the crap that you see in episode 3. Folks, that's simply the way it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you like what you're watching here. More to come. See you on the next video. Take care.